Welcome again to Markham's Arkham, and thank you for being here, where I will be discussing the 1988 film Fright Night Part 2. Hold on to your britches, ha 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 ha. Where you may want to put the children to bed for this one. Fright Night Part 2, directed by Tommy Lee Wallace. The year is 1988, 3 years following the success of the 1985 smash hit Fright Night. And starring again, William Ragsdale as Charlie Brewster and Malcolm McDowell as Peter Vincent, Vampire Killer. And Tracy Lind as Alex, or as Tracy Lind. So, 3 years after the incidents of the first Fright Night, Charlie Brewster, now 20 years old and in college, has gone through therapy sessions to bring him to the understanding that there is no such thing as vampires, and what he had previously experienced with his friend Peter and his friend Evil was group hypnosis. So Charlie comes to terms with what he now considers to be a freakishly improbable incident. Yet he still walks around everywhere and he sees vampire shit going on, he sees vampire happenings here and there, and then he starts to believe that some vampires have come into town near the campus where he is attending school, and so he convinces himself it's going on again. Seeks out his friend Peter to discuss it with him. Peter is also convinced now that these events never happened, that he was fooling himself or hallucinating or something of that nature. So after carefully staying away from Peter, Charlie once again seeks him out and seeks out his help, and they attend this party where a friend of Peter's has attended, and he sees from across the way, he sees into the windows of the place and sees his friend being drained by 2 vampires. Now, a couple things I want to say about this film. First of all, this is an excellent sequel, a great follow-up to the original. The only thing it's lacking is the character Evil. I would probably say this film is just as good, if not for him having died in the first film, so he's not in this one. But this is a great sequel, an excellent follow-up, good continuity. I like the recurring actors, the recurring characters. It's just fun. It's really minimal on the death. There's one attack, there's one vampire attack in the film, really, where this innocent student is murdered. Other than that, most of the vampire bloodletting, it's all like connected. Like Regina Dandridge, the alluring vampire actress who comes into town to pursue Charlie and his friends. Her aim is to turn Charlie into a vampire so that she can torment and torture him forever as her revenge for killing her brother along with his friend Vincent, Peter Vincent, in the first Fright Night film. Definitely recommend that one as well. So, that's when Charlie's past starts to creep up on him, as though history were repeating itself. Because here he is going through all of this again and occurring, suffering all this yet again. It's wonderful, wonderful fun. It's a simple plot, but it's a very linear plot, and the pacing of the film is great. This film really goes deeper into exploring the whole sexual, romantic side of the vampire mythos by putting a twist on it and bringing in the main female vampire as now the seductress, as opposed to the object of affection. This film is late 80s, so you still have some of those wonderful 80s styles with one of the vampire characters, especially when you look at his hair and his whole outfit and everything. It's like, yeah, man, totally 80s. Love it, love the style. Gotta really appreciate that shit, huh? And the roller skates, I mean, come on, dude. Vampire on roller skates coming at your ass, dude. You can't even what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? He's on roller skates. He's gonna fucking tear you apart. No, but the film does have a bit of comedy. So it's a horror comedy genre, technically. But it's not overboard with the comedic elements. It's just enough to soften the story, to soften the film a bit, to keep it amusing enough to not be so horrific, yet very entertaining, very well done. The soft comedic touches really add a unique element to the film, and it's also something that we didn't see in the first one. Another thing about this sequel are the effects, the continuity with the effects, the way the bat is designed when the vampire turns into a bat and flies up out of the elevator shaft or the stairwell at Peter Vincent in one scene of the film is the same as the first film. So the effects are the same, the design is the same, the vampires, similar makeup, everything. The continuity in that is excellent. I do appreciate that. The continuity in the costumes. Peter Vincent comes in and he is still the host of Fright Night, the television show, the show within the film Fright Night. With that said, I do thank you all for being here. I do hope you enjoyed my take on this, and tell all your friends about it. Tell them about the show, the channel, everything that I've got going on here. Art, music, film reviews, everything in between. Click that like, share, subscribe button. Helps the algorithm so that more people see this. It's a small click for you. It means a lot to me, and it's a free way to show your support. So go ahead and do it. Tell your bats about it. Tell your cats. Tell your slick hip mamas and Tommy, William, Peter Vincent, and Charlie, and all your vampire blood-sucking cult friends, or just your friends who like to drink and suck blood, and maybe they're not vampires, but that's just their thing. Tell them too. They might appreciate this review. So, with that said, thank you all for being here. Much love, light, and everything in between to you all. Until next time, peace.